read an interesting New York Times opinion piece this morning about how some deep South states are doing better in education than the rest of us. And it's true, one of the main states in the story is Mississippi. And during the pandemic, while the rest of us floundered, they did great. Well, relative to the rest of us at least. So, what's going on in the South? Well, Mississippi was one of the first adopters of the science of reading. They actually have been working on it for quite some time now, and while states like Ohio catch up on science of reading, they've already been implementing it for a while now. And unlike Ohio, because they, in this article, talk about how if students don't pass the third grade reading test, they get held back. Ohio had that for years, and it mostly just led to more special education identification, so kids didn't have to take the test. But here they talk about providing coaching for teachers, monitoring progress starting in kindergarten, and making sure students are actually meeting developmental goals instead of just hoping they pass the test in third grade. And guess what? Ohio's copying some of these systems now. The second big focus is chronic absenteeism. Kids, if they're not in school, they're not going to be learning much. And one school in Mississippi is down to 11% chronic absenteeism. Here in Ohio, the average is 25% of students in a school are chronically absent, which means they're missing 10% or more of the school year. And they focused on reducing this so they can get butts in seats, so they can get the lessons and support and tutoring that they need to succeed. They're showing what it takes to support students in schools and have kids read by the fourth grade, and they're doing it with less money than most of us. Mississippi's 45th in educational spending. I hope that we also see gains like this in Ohio as our science of reading kind of takes off. Mississippi's been doing this for over a decade, and their results are showing, so I'm hoping we can get there too.